Hi, fish people. Welcome back to my Brackish aquarium. One of my major goals since the last time showed you this experiment was to test the water with the saltwater test kit. Um, I did that. I tested my water here in the tank. I tested the water at the lagoon, and then I tested it after a change. I purposely let my tank water go for 10 days, which I usually do 5 to 7 days, to see how bad it would get because the water is getting pretty bad here in the summer. And I'll tell you the interesting conclusions to that here in a minute. But what I wanted to show you is, as you can probably see right now, is all the little babies. All the little fry you can see. Now, what's pretty interesting is you see the mosquito fish right here. I have seen the mosquito fish give birth quite a few times. These two, they give birth. She gives birth quite a bit. These are not mosquito fish. These I see. This is a female sheepshead and male sheepshead, and there's the female sheepshead. Where is she? Here she is. And there's the female sheepshead. Now, these aren't sheepshead fry. These are actually sheepshead minnows, and they stay that size. She gave birth, and these are sheepshead babies running around the tank. This just happened like literally 10 minutes ago. I had to fumble to get the phone on the tripod and get everything going. So that's pretty cool. I mean, it's a sign that, I guess everyone's kind of healthy. These sheepshead have been in the tank, the male and the female, for about 3 months. So that's pretty interesting. I don't know how many will make it. As you can already see, everybody's having lunch on them. I immediately put a lot of food in the tank, just kind of keep everybody kind of happy so they wouldn't eat all the fry. And, maybe 1 or 2 will make it. I mean, that's how nature works. That's why there's absolutely hundreds of them, right? When I feed my fish, I turn the filter down. Actually, I turn it off. Because if you've been following the experiment, one of the things I do to keep this water, alive is this is a 10-gallon tank, and that's a 60-gallon filter on the back. It's a Whisper 60. And if I don't turn it down, it just creates a turret, and it just flows the food everywhere and sucks it up in the filter. Now, I learned from some other fish people I watch about the trick of putting a pre-filter on your extension here. Now, that may work for a lot of people's tanks, but with this brackish water I get out of the aquarium, that pre-filter clogs up extremely quickly, and it limits my flow quick, and I was getting the water stagnant, and I was getting a lot of fish dying off and a lot of problems. As soon as I took that off and got my flow back, things kind of got back to normal. That being said, these fish were born before after I turned the filter off. I mean, it just kind of happened that way. So I don't know what to do. I think I'm going to get my pre-filter back on there. I'm going to knock the filter off, and I'm going to get a pre-filter back on there to see how many of these I can save. There's enough little hiding spaces around in the coral and everything for them to hide. Maybe a few of them will make it. One of them would be cool. But I think that's pretty neat. I have sheepshead fry in my tank. That's pretty cool. You can already see the shrimps just going at it. They're just hammering down on these things. Those mosquito fish, they're just eating them alive. I haven't seen, like I said, I fed the fish, and I have a lot of gobies in here, quite like about 3 different species of gobies, and they're mainly bottom feeders or mid-level feeders. And like I said, I overfed the tank, so I wouldn't have everybody just trying to mac down on the fry. So the gobies have been pretty happy just to eat. They kind of live in here. You'll see them. They've been kind of happy to eat the shrimp pellets and stuff I threw down. So they're not bothering them. Like I said, I'm going to come back at you with the work I did with the chemical treatment, and also with the water test kit, which is pretty interesting. It's a lot different than I thought it was going to be. But I just thought I'd break in and show you that. If you follow the channel, it's not the first time the fry has been born in the tank. The mosquito fish, they give birth a few times. And a couple of the crabs have given birth as well. If you look down here, well, where are they? Yeah, you see the rocks move. There's a bunch of little crabs that live down here. And yeah, see, there's one right there. And he's one of the dozens that were born of that species. And they all live around here. There's one far in the back. You can barely see him right there. And they're little babies, and they're doing well. They were born probably about a month ago. So if you're born in here, you got a pretty good chance of survival, I reckon. The water's not that bad. And gosh, look at all those babies. It's crazy, huh? I mean, there's thousands of them. All right, well, that is tonight's interesting work on the tank, and I will come back at you with another video and show you all the interesting information I found about testing the water. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this. I really do. It's pretty neat. Sorry, the water's a little murky. Like I said, I just overfed everybody. So have a great evening, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this. Bye.